It looks as though Panda has something on her head. Let's check it out. Let's see what I'm talking about here. What do we have going on? Tell me what's going on, Panda. Go ahead and turn your mic on. Tell me about what you have on your head.
Unicorn.
Ah, you're a unicorn. Okay. Lovely. I don't know how to do that. Maybe you can teach me after class. That is lovely. I love that. Unicorn. She's expressing herself. She's creative. Thank you for joining, Panda. Maybe I'll call you Unicorn tonight. Would you prefer Panda or Unicorn tonight? What should I call you? Panda or Unicorn? I'm gonna turn your mic.
Panda.
Panda? Okay, I'll keep calling you Panda. All right. She's just having fun. She's got a unicorn on her head. Pretty cool. All right. It is 7:03 p.m. I'm going to give everybody about 2 minutes to get logged in here. We have 15 students in class, and it's good to see everybody. Thank you for coming back on this Friday night. All right, we're all here on Friday night. We're probably going to have some new students as well. Crew Joy and I always recruit new students, tell them about our classes. So we will welcome them if they are here. And I want to thank you. Everybody's been very respectful. We've been helping each other out. We've been learning together. Some of us have been learning together for about a week, some just a few days, but thank you all for participating. We have Nick here tonight. Ma'am is here. She's always here. Nick is always here. I love it. So we got about 17 students logged in. And we will start with some vocabulary. I'm just going to get started. You guys kind of know what's going on. You know what you're doing. So we'll just start reviewing. I'll give you your money's worth, give you your time. All right. We'll get everybody logged in. They can join in. I'm just going to read through some vocabulary. All right. So just microphones off. You can just listen to me speak and repeat after me at home. And remember, everyone's microphone is off, so no one can hear you. It's a good time to practice. Be brave. You can be brave at home. And if you haven't already, follow my TikTok if you want some free videos. I'm trying to post, 4 or 5 new videos every week. Some of them will relate to our lessons and like the vocabulary. Some of them will relate to like stories, listening exercises, and some of them will just be completely different, fun videos. So I look forward to doing more of those in the future. So we have about 20 students here. Let's go over some vocabulary. Also, if you ever hear anybody say vocab, that's just short for vocabulary. I don't know, like we're going to practice some vocabulary. All right. Let's go here. And I'm going to pull up the list so you can see it. And I'm just going to read through myself. So listen. This is kind of a listening exercise and vocabulary at the same time. Here we go. All right. I'm going to stay out of the way if I can. And I'm just going to start from the top and try to go through these fairly quick. I'm adjusting my Zoom right now. Bear with me. All right. Practice this at home. Get your cameras on. Let me see you. Microphones are off. No. No.
No.
I know the answer.
I know the answer. Yes.
And make sure we have our microphones off. I think we have a couple people with the microphones on, and I tried to automatically turn them off, but somehow we have a couple microphones on. So please turn them off. Turn your microphones off. That way you can practice and we're not going to hear everybody talking at the same time. Okay. Next word, right.
Right. Right.
Ooh, I got to stop here a second. I got to figure this out. No problem. So we're gonna mute here. Just gotta mute a couple people. No problem. Some of us are learning. Some of us don't realize we have the microphone on. No big deal. I do have control in Zoom to turn off the microphones. So that's what I'm looking at right now. And I think Vivo, turn your microphone off, please. Some of us are new, so thank you. Welcome to class. But we do have our microphones off now.
Mr. Kelvin, I help you. Okay.
Yeah.
ทุกท่านครับกรุณาปิดไมค์ก่อนนะครับผมจนกว่าคุณเคลวินจะเรียกนะครับ
Here we
ขอบ
go.
คุณครับ
Thank you very much. So I found my settings, so I should be able to have more control over that. Thank you, Nick. Always super helpful. All right, so we're going to start through vocabulary. Some of you are here for the first time tonight. Thank you very much for signing up and joining. I'm glad you could get into Zoom and just listen and follow along. Speak the words at home. Your microphones are off. Nobody can hear you. Don't worry, okay? We're practicing at home. And here we go. We were at number 2, write. Write. I write with my pen. Okay, next word. Honest. 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 My friend is honest. All right, next word. Hour. 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 What hour is it? Island. 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 I want to visit an island. All right. Practice at home. Speak at home. Your microphones are off. Good time to practice. Fruit. Fruit. I like eating fruit. Juice. Juice. I like drinking juice. Bread. Bread. I like eating bread. Heart. Heart. My friend has a big heart. Blood. Blood. Blood is red. Good. Okay, I'm just going to pause for a moment. We have some new students arriving. That's awesome. So thank you. If it is your first time to class, we are working on vocabulary. You are just listening to me and then repeating after me. And everybody's microphone is off, so nobody can hear you. It's a great time to practice. So just listen to me. I will pronounce the words correctly and just try to get them as close to me as possible. All right. Remember, you're just trying to get better yourself. Don't worry about anybody else. Right now, it's just focusing on yourself, improving, okay? So we'll get back to some vocabulary and then we'll start a new lesson in about 3 minutes. Thank you all for joining. I think we have about 35 students. So just repeat after me, okay? We're going to go over some of these same words. Girl. 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 The girl was tall. Library. Library. I like to go to the library. I'm going to find some words. I'm skipping around. I'm finding some different ones. I don't always want to repeat the same words every night. We always look at some vocabulary, but I move around. Let's go to temperature. Trying to highlight just the one word is hard. There we go. Temperature. Temperature. Good. I see Nick practicing. Yeah, we make it into 3 syllables. Temperature. Okay. Temperature. 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 All right. And that's talking about how hot it is, how cold it is, the temperature. So I will find an example. My favorite temperature is 25 degrees. Next word, popular. 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 That restaurant is popular. All right, a couple more words and then we'll move along. Thanks. We have some new students. We got another camera on. Thanks for showing up, Tam. All right, repeat after me. Chocolate. Chocolate. Oh, I like eating chocolate. I have some chocolate right here. Boom. I'm not lying. I like eating chocolate. A little bit, just nitnoy. Last word we are going to practice. Repeat after me. Vegetable. 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 Now, when I say it in the sentence, I'm going to add an S at the end because when we talk about like shopping, we usually get more than one. We usually just don't get like one apple or one carrot or something. We buy more than one vegetable. So I will say vegetables. All right, plural, more than one. So repeat after me. I like to buy vegetables. Yeah. Most of the time when we say the word vegetable, it will have the S at the end, vegetables, because normally we buy more than one. Normally they are in a group. We usually buy vegetables at the end. Okay, good. So we repeated some vocabulary. This is our vocab list, and we are done with that for right now. And hello to everybody. If you are new tonight, raise your hand if this is your first class. Raise your hand. All right. I see we have a student with a background with the Golden Gate Bridge, I believe, or some bridge. There's some bridge. Hello. Thank you for joining tonight. I'm glad you could come. I'm glad you got logged in. That is awesome. All right. And you have some glasses on. Are those real? Is that part of the Zoom video? I don't know. I think it's part of the video. Yeah. Okay. So thank you for joining. I'm glad you got logged in okay. We have new people arriving, new students every night. So good to see you. All right. And you have a goose there or something. Awesome. I love it. Okay. I will introduce myself very quickly here. My name is Calvin, Pom Chiu Calvin, and I am a native English speaker from the United States of America. I've been speaking English my entire life, so about 40 years, okay? I've lived in the United States. I've lived in different areas, but I grew up in the Midwest, so that's like central United States, like in the middle. And then I moved and lived in California for about 5 or 6 years in Los Angeles, California. And then I had a chance to travel a little bit, which is what I'm doing now. But for about 40 years living in the United States of America. So if any of you have questions, you can ask me at the end of class about the USA, and anything about it if you are interested. But other than that, we will practice English here in this classroom. And what I focus on is listening. So many of you are here because you want to improve your listening. So this is the right spot. I will be reading stories. You can hear me speak like right now. You will get used to hearing my voice and how I speak in complete sentences, how I structure my speaking. So just listen and come to class on a regular basis, and your English will improve just by listening to me talk like this, okay? And we have class every night, okay? So we have plenty of times to come and practice English, all right? So thanks for joining. We have 32 students in class right now. Okay, I'm gonna get back to the lesson, all right? So let me pull this up. I'm gonna open the document, okay? See if Zoom will cooperate with me. Let's see here. Ooh, I gotta shut it down. And let me try one more time. Thanks again, everybody. It is 7:15 on Friday, March 21st. Yes, I got that right, March 21st. And I'm getting the lesson pulled up right now. All right. Here we go. So now you should see some words behind me. You should see the white paper. So raise your hand if you can see the white paper behind me, the words. Okay, thank you, Nick. You can see it behind me. Sometimes I will be in the way let me know so I can move. Okay, I will try to stay out of the way. So tonight's lesson, let's just look at it. Okay, we're going to kind of summarize what's going on, and then we will start the lesson. Okay, let's look it over. So from the top here, we are going to be talking about adverbs for date, time, things like that. Now, this is a little bit of grammar. We are not going to focus on it too much, okay? Most of my class is listening, speaking, conversation, vocabulary, but we are going to talk a little bit about grammar. It's not going to be complicated, all right? I don't like to make it complicated. So basically, we're going to be talking about adverbs of like time, all right? So I will explain what some of these words are. Today. This is an example, all right? We already know what today means, right? Most of us know what today means. Yesterday, all right? The day before, yesterday. Tomorrow, all right? So we already know these words, all right? But they're adverbs, okay? So no big deal. Then, tonight, all right? They're telling about a time, like later, soon, recently, okay? I think many of us have heard these words before. So don't get too worried. Before, after. All right, some examples. We will eat after the show. All right, this is what we're going to be doing tonight. Not too complicated. We will eat after the show. They arrived 3 days ago. All right. We're going to talk about daily, when we do things daily. Like some of us check our emails daily, right? Some of us brush our teeth daily and nightly. When we say daily, it just means once a day, even if you do something once a day, daily. Most of us shower daily, right? And in Thailand, most of us shower like multiple times a day, daily. Weekly, that's another word, weekly. Once a week. If you meet once a week, like a team, a sports team, they might meet weekly. Monthly, we pay our rent monthly. Many of us pay our rent monthly, yeah. Yearly, sometimes companies or businesses have annual meetings. That means yearly, like once a year, okay? So we're just going to learn about these words. Many of us know these, but just learning about some adverbs here. Adverbs of frequency. So we're going to be talking like hourly. Some things we do hourly. Not many things, that's a lot of things. If we do something hourly, every hour, but an example, medication must be taken hourly. Sometimes if you have a surgery or go to the doctor, the medication says must be taken hourly, usually for like a couple days, maybe a couple weeks, usually not for a year. Taking the medicine hourly for a year, wow. So usually it's like a couple days or a week or two. Daily, some things we get daily, like a newspaper, we get daily. Weekly. So these are kind of some examples, all right? Yearly. Some companies get audits yearly. That means when like the tax people want to audit you. They want to come check, make sure you are paying your taxes, your money. So those sometimes happen yearly, all right? And the vocabulary that it shows here, we know some of these words, okay? So some of these are new, some of them we already know. Already, that's talking about a time, right? We did something already, okay? Finish, homework, dinner. We're going to repeat these words in a little bit. Okay, traveled, vacation. I'm going to practice some of these words. I'm going down the list. And then we have a story at the end. So you will listen to me read this story. You will try to remember details about the story. So like what happened in the story, the names, the colors, whatever you can remember, okay? So that kind of gives you an idea of what we are doing tonight. So let's just take 1 minute and I want to say hello. We have some new people logged in here. Sarah is here tonight. Dada is back. Tam is here tonight. I love it. It's got the camera on. Toy is here tonight. Ma'am is always here. She's always ready to rock and roll. Panda's ready to go. She's a unicorn tonight. I just want everybody to see Panda real quick. She's celebrating Unicorn Day. I guess it's Unicorn Day today. She made it Unicorn Day, so there she is. She's being creative. She's coming to class. I love it. All right. So let's see here. We have 34 students in class. Thank you for coming. We have some new students. Thank you for joining. Let's get to the lesson, okay? Here we go. All right. I'm getting better at Zoom. It's getting more smooth, okay? Let's start at the top. I'm just going to start right at the top. And let's start with repeating after me, okay? We're going to turn this into some practice with pronunciation, all right? So don't worry too much about the list. Just focus on repeating after me, working on pronunciation, okay? Let's work on these words. Repeat after me. Today. 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 Here is the example. Repeat after me. I will go to the store today. I will go to the store today. All right, and I'm gonna pick a volunteer to help me. Ma'am, would you like to help me? Would you like to get that microphone on? And
Yes.
all right, you are ready to roll. Nice. Okay, repeat after me. Yesterday.
Yesterday,
Yesterday.
yesterday,
Yesterday.
yesterday,
Yesterday.
yesterday,
Yesterday, it rained all day.
yesterday is rain
All
all
day.
day.
Good, good. All right, next we go to tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
We are having a party 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 tomorrow.
Good. All right. Now.
Now,
Now.
now,
Now.
now.
The meeting is starting now.
The meeting is starting now.
Good. Then.
Then,
Then.
then,
Then.
then,
Then we went home.
then we went home.
Tonight.
Tonight,
Tonight.
tonight,
Tonight.
tonight.
We're watching a movie 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 tonight.
Good. Later.
Later,
Later.
later,
Later.
later.
I'll call you later.
I'll call you later.
Soon.
Soon,
Soon.
soon,
Soon.
soon.
The train will arrive soon.
The train will arrive too soon.
Recently.
Recently,
Recently.
recently,
Recently.
recently.
She has recently moved to a new city.
She had recently moved to a new city.
Very nice. Thank you so much. Good job, ma'am. Let's all clap for ma'am. That was
Thank you,
awesome.
teacher. Thank you for coming.
Good example. So everyone else had your microphone off. You should be repeating like ma'am was. Same time. I say the word, then you say the word. I give you a little time to repeat. That's why I stop. I say the word, you say the word, just like ma'am showed us. So great example. All right. We do have some new students, so I like to make it very clear, make sure everybody is on the same page, as we say. That's an English phrase. We're on the same page. We all understand it perfectly clear. I think we're all on the same page. Raise your hand if we're all on the same page. If we all understand what we're doing, repeating after me, raise your hand. Can everybody hear me okay? Can everybody see me okay? Okay, good. That is important. Okay, so we went through this list here. Okay, I will repeat them, so just listen and repeat yourself. Okay, I will give you time, but I will say the word here maybe 3 times and then the sentence once. Okay, so see if you can follow along. We just practiced. We are going to repeat this. So repeat after me. Today, today, today. I will go to the store today. Yesterday, 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 yesterday. It rained all day. Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. We are having a party tomorrow. Now, now, now. The meeting is starting now. Then, then, then. Then we went home. Tonight, tonight, tonight. We are watching a movie tonight. Later, later, later. I'll call you later. Soon, soon, soon. The train will arrive soon. Recently, recently, recently. She has recently moved to a new city. Okay, so we made it through the list again. Very nice. Thanks for following along. I could see Nick was following along. Ma'am, thank you very much. Many of you were following along there. Let's just take a 10-second break here. I want to see who's in class. I'm checking out the list. I can see you all with the camera on. Thank you very much for having the camera on. Helen is here now. Thank you for coming, Helen. It's good to see you again. And we have many people returning. Toy is here tonight. Nick is helping out as always. Jeed is here. Tam's got his camera on. And Panda, the unicorn, is here tonight. I love it. All right. Next list, everybody. Let's practice some of these words, and I will call on somebody to help me. What about Jeed? Would you like to help? I'm going to get your microphone on, and you can practice with me if you would like. Get your camera on. Or your microphone on. Yes, thank you. And pronounce your name one more time.
Okay.
Your name?
Jeed.
Jeed. Okay, I want to make sure. I always ask again and again. I'm still not saying it correctly, but I'm trying my best. Jeed. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's good to see you again. All right. Thank you for coming to class every night. So repeat after me. You are going to be our volunteer and help us learn tonight. So everybody repeat after me. You are going to be saying the word at the same time as Jeed. All right. So it's me saying the word, then you say the word. Jeed is ready to go. All right. Already.
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 Good. Already.
Already.
I have already
I have already
finished my homework.
finished my homework.
I have already finished my homework.
I have already finished my homework.
So that means the homework is done, right? I have already finished my homework. It's done. All right. Next word, yet,
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 yet.
yet,
Yeah, it's pretty quick. Yet.
yet.
Have you finished
Have you finished
your dinner yet?
your dinner yet?
Have you finished your dinner yet?
Have you finished your dinner yet?
Yeah, and that's just asking like, is it done? Like, have you finished yet? Is it done?
Finished
Yeah. So let's go to the next word. Before,
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 before.
before.
I had seen that movie before.
I had seen the movie before.
I had seen that movie before.
I had seen that movie before.
Yes. And that just means that you have already seen the movie, like maybe yesterday, maybe 1 year ago. But if you say, I had seen that movie before, it just means I have already seen it sometime in the past. Okay. Next word, after,
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 after.
after.
We will eat after the show.
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 Okay, so just to explain, that means a show, maybe they're going to watch some music or listen to music or watch some movie, and they will eat after that. The movie comes first, the music comes first, and then they will eat after the show. Okay. Next word, ago,
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 ago.
ago.
They arrived
They arrived
3 days ago.
3 days ago.
They arrived 3 days ago.
They arrived 3 days ago.
Thank you very much, Jean. Very nice.
Thank you,
Thank you
teacher.
for coming to class every night. That's awesome. Very consistent. We have many students that come every single night. All right. Repeat after me. We're going to just go over these words again. Okay. I always want to repeat just so you can hear me, and I go a little bit faster, and then we also review at the same time. Okay. So everybody's microphone is off. Nobody can hear you. Go ahead and practice. Okay. You need to practice speaking the words with me. That's why you're here. Okay. You're in class to learn. Make sure you are trying to speak. All right. Repeat after me. Already. 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 I have already finished my homework. Yet. 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 Have you finished your dinner yet? Before. 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 I had seen that movie before. After. 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 We will eat after the show. Ago. 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 They arrived 3 days ago. Okay, very nice. I can see many of you practicing along. Thank you very much. And we have some new students here. Thanks for signing in. Thank you very much. And Ta is back. Toy is here. Helen is here. Jeet is here. Aya, thanks for coming again. Nick is always here. Panda's rocking the unicorn on her head, and Dada and Ma'am and Tam are here with the cameras on. Thank you very much. All right, we're going to move on to the next words on the list. So these are dealing with time periods such as daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly. So these are some examples we kind of looked at before, but let's go over them again. Repeat after me, okay? Let's pronounce these words correctly. Let's pronounce them together. Here we go. Daily, daily, daily. I check my emails daily. Weekly, weekly, weekly. The team meets weekly. Monthly, monthly, monthly. We pay rent monthly. Yearly, yearly, yearly. The company holds an annual meeting yearly. That's a long sentence, so if you could get that, nice. Yeah, if it says something about an annual meeting, if you see the word annual, that means once a year. Okay, annual means once a year. So if you are at the office, at work, at the business meeting, something like that, when you hear the word annual, it means once a year. So you will probably hear like the annual meeting, like a big meeting, the company, something like that, annual. Also, an annual checkup with the doctor. Sometimes people do annual checkups, things like that, once a year. There's some plants or trees that sprout or have flowers annually, once a year. So plants, flowers, things like that, sometimes bloom annually, every year, okay? Yearly, annually, all right? Let's practice, let's use this in a sentence, okay? So we're talking about in the past, all right? Repeat after me. Last week. Last week. Last week. I went to the beach last week. Okay, so that's talking about in the past. So not this week, not next week. Okay, it was in the past, that week, last week. Okay, in the past. All right, I went to the beach last week. All right, next. Last month. Last month. Last month. She finished the project last month. Good. So that's talking about the past. So not this month, not next month, last month. So right now it is March, correct? We're in March. It's March 21st. So last month, does anybody know what is last month? February, right? That's one of our words in vocabulary. So last month, February. It is now March. Okay, so we're talking about 1 month in the past. All right. Next word. Last year. Last year. Last year. All right. Repeat after me. They traveled to Europe last year. All right. So they went to Europe. They traveled to Europe. Not this year, not next year, in the past. Last year. All right. So this year is 2025. Last year, 2024. Okay. All right. We're going to move on. We have next week. So repeat after me. Next week. Next week. Next week. We're going on vacation next week. All right. So now we're talking about in the future, right? It hasn't happened yet. They're saying we're going on vacation next week. All right. So they're probably excited. Like it hasn't happened yet. It's next week. It's coming fast. It's coming close, right? It's not too far away. So we're going on vacation next week. Very close, coming up in the future. All right. Here we go. I'm going to try to highlight it here for everybody. Oh, sometimes it just highlights everything. It's kind of tricky. Here we go. Next month. Next month. Next month. The new product launches next month. So this is something you would hear like in the business place, maybe a company meeting. They're talking about a product. So probably like a business. They have a new product. Let's just say it's a new car. It's a car company. So they're saying this new product, this new car launches next month. Launches just means like it's coming out. It's like a new product. It launches, it's coming out, it's being released to the public, something like that. So they're talking about next month. It has not happened yet. It was not last month. It's not this month. Has not happened yet. It launches next month. Okay. So it is March. We go January, February, March, April. If we say it launches next month, it would be in April. Okay. Next couple words here. Repeat after me. Next year. Next year. Next year. I plan to learn a new language next year. All right. So many of you, all of you right now are learning a new language right now. So this is just an example, but it's saying next year, not last year, not 2024, not this year, 2025, next year, 2026. Okay. So they plan to learn a new language next year. That means they want to, they're going to, it's a goal. They kind of have it on their calendar. It's scheduled in, they plan to learn a new language next year. All right. Maybe they're too busy right now. They'll get to it next year. All right. We'll just take like a little break, 1 or 2 minutes. Class is getting close to being over soon. We have about 10 minutes. So we'll just take a little 2-minute break. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to pull that off the screen so you can see me. Let's just see who is here tonight. We have 34 students in class. Thank you all for joining. It is Friday, March 21st, 7:45 p.m. And we are closing out class, working on some different adverbs, talking about them, pronouncing them. And thank you all for joining. Raise your hand if it is your first class tonight. Raise your hand for, yes, okay. I think it is it Aum? I'm going to turn your microphone on. And if you would like to just say your name, that would be awesome. You should be able to, okay. How do you say your name? Okay. Nice to meet you,
Nice to meet you too.
All right. This is your first class tonight.
Yes.
Okay. Did you see me on TikTok today?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Well, thanks for joining. And you got logged into Zoom okay and everything?
Yes.
Okay, good. Welcome to class. Thank you for joining. Okay, I'm going to mute your microphone. I just wanted to say hello. Thank you. And who else? Raise your hand if you are new. I know is new. Raise your hand. Is it Vivo? Yes. Let's get you on the mic real quick. Turn on your microphone if you would like to. Just say hello. How do you say your name?
Teacher, my name is Nama-san.
Oh my gosh, Nama-san? Oh, okay. Your name says Vivo, your screen name. If you can change that, change them to your name so it's easier for me to remember, but that's okay for now. But yeah, I try to remember so many names. We have 35 students and I will do my best. But thank you for joining tonight. It is your first class, is that correct?
Right.
Awesome. Thanks for joining. It's good to see you, okay? Welcome, new students. We have about 35 in class. Many of you are coming back. Helen comes, Aya comes all the time. Ta's been coming. Mukta, many of you. Nick comes all the time. Thank you. Dada. All right, ma'am is here a lot too. She's always telling me to make new videos on TikTok, so she's inspiring me to keep going and she's really on me about it. I think she loves them. All right. Let's go ahead and get back to the lesson. I will mention that I do have a TikTok and I will be posting more videos. I think I posted a new one today or yesterday or something. And I plan to do maybe 5 or 6 new videos every week. All right, so weekly, we're talking about weekly, like our lesson here. So 5 or 6 videos weekly on my TikTok. That is at follow.calvin.english. It is down in the chat little box there. So if you have not added me, you can go ahead and add me now. Also, Crew Joy has a great TikTok where we live stream pretty much every day. So check us out if you want to. We live stream around 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, sometimes 10:30. Just letting people know about our classes and our beautiful students here. So let's get back to the lesson. We'll finish strong. We have about 5 minutes, everybody. 5 minutes here. And I will remind you that at the end of class, we do leave this classroom in Zoom. You come to this break room, this classroom, and then we are all leaving it. Even myself, I have to leave the classroom to start my new class at 8. So we leave this classroom. I come back. You guys are free to do what you want. Many of you move from my lesson to Crew Joy at 8. She does a lesson from 8 to 9. And she kind of expands on what I've taught you already. So if you want to go further, you can move to Crew Joy at 8 p.m. You can also bounce back and come see me again. But I repeat the lesson. It's pretty much the same. It's good for repetition if you want to repeat the material, but it is the same material. So let's finish strong here. Repeat after me, everybody. Everybody's microphone is off. Hourly. 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 The medication must be taken hourly. Daily. 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 The newspaper is delivered daily. Weekly. 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 We have a staff meeting weekly. Monthly. 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 The bills are paid monthly. Yearly. 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 The company conducts audits yearly. That one is a little tricky to say, but thanks for trying. Many of you could say it. It is a little tricky. The company conducts audits yearly. Even I slow it down just to make sure I say it correctly. All right, we have some vocabulary here. Let's just roll through it. And actually, we'll go to that next time. I want you to listen to the story at the end, okay? Many of you like listening to me speak, so let's just listen right now. If you like listening to me, here we go. Yesterday, I woke up to the sound of rain. I knew immediately it would be a slow day. I had planned to go hiking, but now that was impossible. I looked at the clock. It was still early. I decided to make some coffee, thinking I'd read later. Before I knew it, hours had passed. I checked my phone. I had recently received a message from my friend, Gina. She asked if I wanted to go to the museum. I thought, why not? I had already finished my chores, and I wasn't doing anything else. We agreed to meet soon. I quickly got ready and headed out. Then I remembered I hadn't eaten lunch. Briefly, I considered skipping it, but I knew I'd regret it. I grabbed a sandwich and ran out the door. I arrived at the museum just as Gina did. We explored the exhibits, learning about history and art. After our tour, we went for ice cream. Tonight, I plan to watch a movie. Daily, I tried to find something interesting to do, but today was particularly fun. I'm looking forward to what tomorrow brings. Next week, I'm planning that hike again, and hopefully it won't rain. I think yearly, I should take a day to go to the museums. All right, thanks for listening. It's just a listening exercise where you can hear me speak, read along, and just hear how I say a lot of the words, okay? And let's just talk about that quick. So it used a lot of the words we practiced before, right? Yesterday, okay? I was talking about the day before, not today, not tomorrow, yesterday. It already happened the day before. I knew immediately it would be a slow day. So when you say, I know immediately, something immediately, it means it happens right away. Like, okay, here's an example. Like if I get hit, something hits me, I feel it immediately, right? You would feel that right away, okay? If I let go of this pen, it drops immediately, right? It doesn't drop 1 hour later. It doesn't drop tomorrow. It drops immediately, okay? So it means right away. It has to do with time, immediately, all right? Here's the word now. It was in the story. So that means this instant, now. Like, I want this now, not 1 hour later, not 10 minutes later, like probably not even 5 minutes later, like right now, probably within the next couple seconds, okay? It says right here, thinking, or, I thought I would read later, okay? So reading later, like later tonight. Maybe some of you will read a book later, like at 10 p.m. Maybe you'll read a book later, okay? So we got a couple minutes left of class. Let's just kind of close things down. I will explain one more thing here. I think we know some of these. Yeah, we'll just finish with after. Okay, so after. Right now, this instant. After, it's coming soon. Okay, so after this class, you will probably go to bed, get ready for something tonight. All right, after, not before, not right now, after comes later. Okay, so let's close this down. We got a few minutes left here, and then we will all have to leave the classroom. We'll have to click leave room. We'll have to kick ourselves out, and then we'll join the main room. Crew Joy will be there, and then you can join a different teacher. You can join Crew Joy, Dream, and they will be teaching similar things, but in a different style. Crew Joy, I think, will expand on this, maybe go a little bit deeper, maybe a little bit more difficult, but if you want to try, go ahead and try. My class will be repeating the lesson pretty much the same that we just did here. So it's good for repetition. If you want to hop back in my classroom, you are more than welcome, okay? Thank you for those of you that are joining for the very first time. Kind of gives you an idea of what class is like, and I hope you could get logged into Zoom. It's pretty much the same every night. Log into Zoom, you come to class, the microphone will be off, and we do that just so, there's not too much talking, because it can be confusing if everybody's talking at the same time. I'm going to turn on the microphones for everybody real quick here so we can say goodbye. That's one of the times I turn everybody's microphone on. But thank you all again for joining tonight. And I will see some of you again, and some of you I will see tomorrow night. Okay, so I'm here for you every night right now. On my schedule, I am doing these lessons every night. So I am here for you. And I hope all of you have learned some things tonight. I'm going to kick all of your microphones on right now. Let's see here. See if I can figure it out. And we're going to say goodbye. We can say goodbye. We can say see you later. It was nice to see you. See you next time. Yes. All right. So
See you later.
yeah, it was good to see
Bye.
everybody.
See
Thanks for
you
coming to
Tomorrow.
class.
See you
Yes.
tomorrow night.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful
See you
evening.
tomorrow
See
night.
you
Good
Have a
night.
Bye.
great Friday
Thank
night,
you.
everybody. Be safe.
You again.
Stay healthy. You
I
know,
am
have a good
sorry.
weekend.
Cho đây.
Some sleep. Get some rest. Drink
See
some
you
water.
tomorrow.
Yeah, and follow my TikTok. I'll be adding some videos this weekend for everybody to learn more. I will be in class tomorrow night as well, okay? All right, we're going to head out of the classroom. All right, everybody. I will see you next time.
See you next
Goodbye.
time.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Come again.
Yes.